every project demands a good sound. So because the cinema is all about sound and light, right? So we have to give the best in light and we have to give the best in sound. So the best available format which is in front of me is Atmos. So I don't have any other choice other than going this movie for Atmos, So from the day one or before, at the time of the discussion itself, the Atmos is there. We have to do this project in Dolby Atmos mix. So in that manner, we can play a lot of things with Dolby Atmos. The director should be well educated what exactly Dolby Atmos is. Then the visual also will reflect like that. The movement of camera matters. The movement of the artist matters. Everything matters. Whichever comes in the visual, everything matters. It all based on that the sound plays.
वो खबर जो केरला के इन सारे कपटी धोखेबाज राजनेताओं को एक्सपोज करेगी.
In Empuraan, we had a discussion with the director about this, and when he explained the sequences by sequences, he was explaining to us how this scene where he is going to shoot. Even the production, even the direction department has that vision. We need to bring the best sound. So for that, we were working from the pre-production time and production time also. Like they were communicating with me. And post-production was very easy for us to it's a cakewalk, like nothing, no complications. Atmos itself is like we can spot the sound where exactly we need the sound in this area. We can spot that sound exactly in that point. So that definitely you won't get it in a normal, 5.1, 7.1 mixes. You have to, for Atmos, you can just spot the sound, That beauty it's unexplainable. So you have to, really experience that in the theater. So I think this kind of movie, like when you're playing with gun sounds and all that stuff, all around you, you can place each and every guns as objects, and we can play the sound one precisely from this point, this point, this point. So that gives a different experience to the audience, For engineers like me to explore the sound and give the immersive effect to the audience, it is a gift from the Dolby. For that we need good projects also. So this project which came to me like Empuraan has a lot of areas which we can play with sounds. I will say the first scene of the movie hit me a lot actually from the beginning of the discussion itself.
Face the world, Empuraan.
It was a lot of activities happening. There's a lot of different reactions happening in the first scene. If you have watched the movie, you understand. There is a lot of chaos there. Like fear is there, the terror is there, sadness is there. Lot of emotions compiled together into one big scene actually. Climax portion is like, there's two emotions there. There's one revenge happening. It's a revenge happening there, as well as you're fighting with one person. And heroism is there. Three different emotions are there. So you want to pump up heroism, or do you want to bring out his emotion, the sadness of his life, or you want to go with the villain's perspective? So these three things, you have to balance it properly. So these two things, like, from the beginning of the movie and the end of the movie, is more challenging, I will say, for the mixing perspective. Design is like, like every scene demands a lot of designing work in that movie. So we could achieve it according to the script and according to the visuals properly.
We have to end this war.
As we are doing Empuraan with Dolby Vision pipeline, director and DOP, they just wanted to go with subtle palette only for this movie. So we decided to go with a subtle palette only. At the same time, there were few scenes which demanded very dark mood and ambience. So we planned it to make it more deep. But DOP was little doubtful if we are going that dark, if we can hold the details in the shadows. I just explained the process and benefits of Dolby Vision to the DOP. We were able to achieve that only because of Dolby Vision.
ये दया दिखाने के लायक ही नहीं होते.
Initially, he was little hesitant to go with Dolby Vision process because it was not the traditional way of grading. But I convinced him and did a test with the Dolby Vision process. He was so happy and excited after seeing the final result. Dolby Vision supports more vibrant colors, generally which we can't achieve through SDR grading. In SDR grading, the dynamic range is the biggest challenge. There is a limitation in holding the highlight details as well as shadow details in the same frame. We have to compromise on any of these. But in Dolby Vision grading, I am able to retain both highlights as well as shadows in the same frame. That is the biggest positive while grading in Dolby Vision. There are many benefits while doing in Dolby Vision. More color accuracy and especially multiple outputs with the same timeline. We need not do separate timelines for each output. For example, for Rec 709, for DCI-P3 theatrical output, and for HDR output, everything we can take it from the same timeline by doing the Dolby Vision analysis and trim process. It is very easier and comfortable for colorists and post-production studios